Right, well today we're looking at an airsoft project that I have to convert a Denix replica French musket to an airsoft gun. The plan is to make use of the working flintlock action of the Denix, change the dummy flint for a real flint so that it will actually create a spark that can ignite some magician's cotton and produce a flash when it fires. Of course, the main problem though is to fit the airsoft parts inside what is, as you can see, a very narrow, very small wooden stock. Now, I've purchased a Frenchy shotgun, which I believe Warren uses in his Brown Bess muskets. Now, my first thought was that I'd probably need to cut out a section of the wood on the existing wooden stock and replace it with something thicker that will accept the airsoft internals and then shape everything back into place. However, I've decided to try to have a go at something a bit different using the existing stock if possible. Having looked at the airsoft shotgun, although there was lots of bits and pieces in it, I sort of realised that the main things that are important to us is just this spring mechanism, the outer chamber and the inner chamber. This is the critical thing that's got to go in. So I'm looking at it and thinking, well, this should, sorry, one moment, this should fit inside the musket with a bit of modification. First of all, we'll have to chop these bits off the end of the outer cylinder. The spring unfortunately can't go back any further because inside this part of the wooden stock here is the ratchet mechanism for the flintlock. So the airsoft internals will probably have to sit in here somewhere like this. Obviously the other way around. Now the idea is, of course, is that the ramrod will operate the inner cylinder, push it back. It will then click into place with a spring-loaded lever, which will be released when you press the trigger. Now there are some problems with it. The stock is really very small, so by the time you allow for the cylinder fitting so that the nozzle is within the area of the barrel, it still sticks up quite a way on the barrel. Now obviously the outer barrel can be cut down to conceal some of it, but it does mean that it's almost certainly going to need some strips of wood here and along here, which will have to be shaped in just to conceal the outer cylinder. So that's basically the plan. Ideally, we'll get the working flintlock going, firing a BB and using a ramrod to reload. Now obviously Warren is going to be producing the Brown Bess and the carbines in kit form, which will make it a lot cheaper for people, but as I have this Denix, and I'm really keen to keep the working flintlock mechanism, I think this will make a suitable alternative for me if I can manage to squeeze everything in. Now the way I look at it is, as I was going to chop out this piece of wood anyway and put a new piece in to try to fit the airsoft internals, there's no harm really in just having a go and seeing if I can fit everything in a much more basic fashion. Nothing to lose, because if at the end of the day it doesn't work, I just chop the wood section out anyway and put the thicker piece in so that I can fit the casing of the shotgun in there. I think this will actually work better because obviously the shotgun needs to be pumped down and then pulled back up again in order for it to work, and this won't need that. That'll just need the the spring compressing by using the ramrod, and it will release automatically from the trigger, which is going to be a bit awkward. I'm going to have to link it to this this trigger here, so that will release the spring-loaded lever that holds the spring when it's under tension back in place. So the next job, I think, is to get a chisel and to make a start. So that'll be a job for this evening. Wish me luck.